The way of farming nowadays, we have to rely on outside almost 100%. We depend on high technology. We depend on chemical from outside. We need to buy it very expensive price. And everything we cannot help ourselves. We depend on outside mostly. When the world has problem, when the war happen, when we have no gas, no oil, we suffer a lot. Now it's almost impossible for us to survive. This is why farmers have to think about come back to develop our own technique. How can we find a way to help ourselves to survive? This is a sample of people in the northeastern of Thailand. They have been developed this technique, the technique of farming with no watering, no weeding. More than 15 years that they have been developed this technique, and it working so well. This area is so sandy. It's the poorest area of the country because they have very bad soil, but they can grow so many things without water, without weeding. The technique is very simple. After harvest the rice in November, the soil still have a lot of moisture. Instead of leave the farm dry up like that, they just till the soil to cover the straw. And after they till the soil, they sow a lot of seed on top of the soil. Watermelon seed, pumpkin, cucumber, melon, soybean, black bean, mung beans, sesame, roselle, even corn. They sow everything together, or some people can sow separately. It's no problem. But many people like to sow together because they can grow together. They depend on each other more. And then they use a tiller to till to cover the seed. That's all they did. They did not do anything after that, just wet until April, March or April. They can harvest everything. Look at this farm. They harvest a lot of black beans without water, without weeding at all. And it's so incredible because when they cover the seed of beans or all kind of seed underground, they have some moisture, they sprout. When the water from underground try to evaporate it, but when the soil is loose, the water cannot come to the soil easily. So the seed can sprout and the soil start to dry up more and more. But they can survive. Like now, this is 4 months. Plants still survive with a lot of seed, a lot of fruit. So we can harvest a lot of beans. And in the same time, the topsoil will be exposed to the sun and the wind. So the topsoil will dry up very fast. Seed on the topsoil cannot sprout. That's why there's no grass. Only our seed that we sow, they are deep underground. So they can have some moisture, they can be healthy. So we can harvest a lot of things from this technique. We get more income than planting rice for the whole season because the price of beans, the price of sesame, so expensive, way more expensive than rice, maybe 20 times sometimes. So to grow after rice, we can grow many things with no water, with no weeding. This is the technique I think is very important to develop. It's important for farmer to try to find new way. We cannot do the same anymore because the same way, the same technique that we used to do, it doesn't work anymore with us now. We cannot rely on fertilizer, chemical fertilizer from another country. We cannot rely on high technology machine anymore because inflation is so high and then we cannot make much money in our life. We don't need to stick only one technique, one way that we used to do, or the way that the government or the company train us to do. They train us to do the way that good for them, but not good for us. We have to develop our own technique, make it fit with our need and our condition, our land. Everybody have different condition. So it's important to find our own technique. This is the way we can survive in the future, because the near future we will have a lot of impact from everything around us. Everything will be more serious and more often. All kind of problem will be more serious and be more often in our life from now on. The technique or the way that will make us become more independent, that is the way we want it. We don't want any technique that we need to rely on other people. This is what we have to looking for.